Director Dave.
Wow, he's going for the home run right here. This is a grand slam.
This is what we talk about hitting out of Wrigley Field right here with this bitch. Friends, countrymen, fellow degenerates, welcome back to Bets and Buds. We the Buds helping you cash your bets. I am Jason Smoking Token.
I'm Bobby Light.
Welcome back, baby. We're in the championship weekend of the NFL season here. We're coming down to the nitty gritty, baby.
Oh, that was an exciting one last
Yes,
weekend.
it was, and it should be even more exciting this weekend here coming up.
Only 3 games left.
Yeah, familiar matchups here coming up in this the championship round here.
Only 3 games left.
Only 3 games left, which is very sad, but also exciting because it's going to be good football that we anticipate and seeing here going forward.
Well, unless you're excited for XFL or whatever they're calling that now.
Who gives a shit? UFL. Who gives a shit? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Spring football.
Somebody will watch it.
Yeah, there's a lot of people to watch it. St. Louis packs that house for those Battlehawks. Good on you, St. Louis. Do what your best you can. If they ever decide they're going to give you an NFL team again, we showed that we could back a team, but it has to be a homegrown team.
Yeah, that'll never happen.
It has to be done right because we don't have an ownership group or leadership group here strong enough in order to command that forward. So either way, that's neither here nor there. Bobby Light, how you doing, brother?
I'm good, brother. I'm good. Again, I'm going to say it again. I'm cold.
Yeah,
I'm cold. I'm tired of this.
But you know what? This is warmer than what it was the last 2 days.
Send this shit back to Canada.
Yeah, this shit's warmer than it was. Hey, they got snow in Louisiana and fucking Florida right now. So, at least we're prepared for it a little bit more than them motherfuckers.
What'd they say, 12 inches in like Baton Rouge?
Oh, something stupid, man. They're having snowball fights and shit for the first time in like nutty. 12 years of their lives.
That is nutty.
It's crazy. Some of these people, that's the first time they've seen snow ever. All right. So let's go ahead and let's cover a little bit of Blues hockey here before we get into anything else.
Yeah, no, actually some bad news out of Blues hockey today. At practice, Broberg went off the ice with an apparent right leg injury, possibly knee, because that was the one he had hurt earlier, or the one that got hurt earlier. So he might have tore something, tweaked something. They said they would let us know more tomorrow.
Oh, that's a shame.
And we got a big game tomorrow, too, against Vegas. Played them back-to-back. We beat them the other night in a shootout, so we picked up a point on them. These are all big. These Western Conference games are huge.
Oh, they're going to count every little bit down the stretch here.
God, sure. You're going to need 96, 98 points to make it. And right now, the Blues probably would be sitting like just outside. Just outside.
So, yeah, they just got to get hot. They got to get hot at the right time.
There's 34 games left. I figure if they win 20, straight up win 20 of them, you've got 14 to play around with, get an extra point in there. But you almost have to win 20. That only puts you at 90 points. So.
Well, again, hopefully that happens after football season starts. It gives us a little hockey excitement to root for here.
Yep.
All right, so with football being said, good shout out to Ohio State for winning the national championship, beat my Notre Dame Fighting Irish. It was a good competitive game. Started out as a blowout. Notre Dame fought their way back into it.
Yeah, they fought their way back.
Fought their way back into it. That's a very promising look for the program, though, going forward. I'm very excited to see what happens with Notre Dame going forward here, especially with NIL in place.
Did you like the field goal call?
You know what? I wasn't like extremely excited about it, but I wouldn't necessarily say I was upset about it. They still had a chance to come back and get into the game regardless. Right. If they had got
points.
If they had got that 3rd and 11 stop, I mean, they put 50 Shades of Charlie. What is his name? It was what's the name? What the hell's the kid's name? His name was Gray. Christian Gray. Yeah, his name was Christian Gray.
Really?
Yeah, his name was actually Christian Gray. So 50 Shades of Christian Gray on Jeremiah Smith, and I mean he couldn't. I mean, obviously it was one-on-one coverage. They were anticipating the run. Picked up a big 3rd and 11 on and that pretty much iced the game, field goal, and it's done.
Was that the 56-yarder at the end?
I don't think it wasn't a 56-yard field goal. 56. Yeah, it wasn't 56.
No, I mean the pass.
The pass. Yeah, it was a huge pass. Yes, it was a huge pass. It was 3rd and 11. Notre Dame had called their timeouts. They had one timeout left, I think, and then they went and they went. I think Notre Dame was playing the run. They had Christian Gray on the outside, alone by Jeremiah Smith, and I mean he just cooked him. I mean Will Howard threw a great pass, and it was pretty much a done deal. But great season by both teams. College football playoff went with a great hit. I mean, without a hitch this year. Outside of the fact that probably changed the seeding going into next year.
They almost have to.
I think they saw the flaws in that a little bit as far as like the Ohio State and Oregon shouldn't have played when they played. Right. I mean, there was a couple things that could have transpired a little bit differently had they not had such a fixed playoff, which is what makes the NFL playoff so exciting because they don't have a fixed
with the
playoff matchup. I mean, they have a reseeding of like basically. One plays the worst seed. Two plays worse. I mean, like it's
which made for some interesting football last week.
Yes, absolutely. Which speaking of last week, those Commanders. The Commanders took out those Lions.
They just keep kicking me in the teeth this year.
The artist formerly known as the Redskins, our own Director Dave's old former favorite team that he buried and deaded. But guess what? They're back, baby.
They're back.
Jane Daniels is. He looks a lot better than Jordan Love. I'll tell you that right
yes,
now.
He does. The Commanders are back.
Oh man, are they going to stay the Commanders? That's the thing. That's
yeah.
Commanders are back.
Yeah.
Washington's back.
Yeah,
Wow,
Washington's back. Washington's back.
Commanders were never here.
Commanders were never here, but we are Commanders. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. All right, so but we got the Commanders at the Eagles. Commanders at the Eagles coming up here. I got right now they're at 6.5-point favorites.
I've got 6.
You got
6 points.
So FanDuel has them at 6.5-point favorites.
But both
right
of these games were one-score games.
Yes, they were one-score games. Definitely. I mean, and it's going to be a tight, exciting game. Definitely for sure. Tight, exciting game. Who do you like in this one, Bobby?
I think the Eagles are going to hold serve at home. I just don't think that Eagles defense is one of the best in the league.
It is tough.
And you're going to go up against a rookie quarterback, which history is not on his side. No rookie quarterback has ever even made the Super Bowl.
No, they have not.
So, I think the Eagles actually hold serve here and win this game at home. I'll take the 6 points from Washington, though.
Okay.
And I actually like the under to hit in this one.
Okay, all right. So we're in total agreement on this one, because I like Washington to cover the 6.5 points, but I actually like Washington to win this game.
You like Washington to win this game?
This game is always a tough game, even during the regular season. They split the regular season
at home
contest. They really did. Right now, like we talked about this before, this really isn't a home game for either team because they're very close proximity as far as there's not much travel, not much to deal with. The weather is very similar for both teams to deal with. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, but at the end of the day, I like Jaden Daniels a hell of a lot more than I do Jalen Hurts now.
Oh, no, I do.
Jalen Hurts is hurt.
If you had to start a team, you're definitely taking Daniels.
Well, Jalen Hurts got banged up last week
again.
With the knee,
Yes, he did.
So, I mean, the running aspect of his game is going to be compromised a little bit. Jaden Daniels he looks unflappable right now. So I really like the Commanders to actually come up and pull this off and actually be the first quarterback to go into the Super Bowl as a rookie. And I like the under too as well, though, at 47.
Yeah, I like the under in this one. These teams just know each other too well.
Yeah, I can see this being
a
fight, scrappy, and what I've seen out of the Philadelphia passing game the last couple of weeks. And so, I mean, and the Eagles' defense is good enough to keep Washington from going crazy the way they did against the Lions.
This will be a low score.
So I feel like it would be like, 20-17, 24-20, somewhere in that range.
If this turns into a shootout, now Philly is not going to be able.
They are not going to be able to keep up at all. I mean, there's no way.
But their passing game is just atrocious.
It is, but again, that goes back to what I've said about Jalen Hurts since the very start of his career for things I saw and witnessed from him. But again, either here nor there. There's a reason why he lost that job to Tua when he was at Alabama. There's a reason why he's kind of been limited as a passer most of his career.
Well, we need the Eagles to win again this weekend so they can't name Kellen Moore the coach of the Cowboys.
It's going to happen anyway, Bobby. You know what? That ship has sailed. Kellen Moore is going to be the next coach of the Cowboys.
That is so disappointing.
He is. Jerry Jones likes to bring those the prodigal son returns type of shit going on.
I'd rather have no coach experience Jason Witten.
He did it with Jason Garrett. I mean, he does. That's what he does. That's what Jerry Jones does. He does.
Well, would you rather have Schottenheimer, who did interview?
Yes.
You would?
Oh, yeah. Okay. I would much rather have Schottenheimer because at least I know he's going to be somebody who's going to run the offense. It's going to be. I'm not a huge Schottenheimer fan, but I like him a lot more than I do Kellen Moore.
Right.
I saw enough of Kellen Moore as offensive coordinator with the Cowboys. I told you even some of the deficiencies that the Eagles were going to have this year with being Kellen Moore being the offensive coordinator.
And
they have because they just again. His style of what he likes to do is a little wide open. Now, he does have a great relationship with Dak Prescott. There's going to have to be a lot of personnel moves that are going to be changed. Right. But, again, they don't have the cap room to do so. So, it's going to have to be a hell of a draft class that comes out for the Cowboys this year. So, that being here nor there, that's kind of where I stand with that game there. So, next up, we got the game of the week. This week is the Bills and the Chiefs rematch.
This will be a fantastic game. I cannot wait for this.
I have waffled back and forth on this so many times. I really have.
Straight Bills, baby. I'm riding the Bills bandwagon.
Yeah. I feel you on it. I feel like the Bills can do this, but here's the only reason why I go against it. Between the bullshit that the Chiefs get as far as from the officiating calls, Patrick Mahomes knows how to play that game as far as I'm going to go and dance on the sidelines and get a late hit, I'm a late slide and get a personal foul and that in. And I'm not saying that's why they win, but he also makes big plays in there. They block and here's what I can see it come down to, because the last time they lost, it was Tyler Bass missing the field goal.
It was
Tyler Bass missing the field goal. So
he hasn't had a spectacular
season. So there's so many things that I go through. So for me, I'm going to say I can't go against the Chiefs being the Chiefs.
Okay.
And I've got the Chiefs going ahead and covering, being 1.5-point favorites at home. Fucking Taylor Swift's going to be in the house again. Yeah. Their record with her being in the house is impeccable. It really is. As much as I hate to say that, And I like actually the over in this game.
Now, just keep this in mind, though. The Bills have gone up against 2 of the top 3 rushing defenses in the last 2 weeks and dominated on both of them. 210 against the Broncos, who were 3rd. 147 against the Ravens, who are 2nd. The Chiefs are not that good against the run.
The Chiefs aren't that good against the run, but I mean, again, let's see, will they be
and
able to...
I just don't think it's, even though the Bills don't have like that home run hit wide receiver. I mean, Shakir's a great wide receiver, don't get me wrong. Matt Collins is serviceable. Who knows what you're going to get out of Cooper at this point. Yeah. Kincaid or Knox, they could either be there or disappear in any certain game.
But either way,
the one constant here is Josh Allen.
Yes, you got that unicorn in Josh Allen, who, I mean, he's a stud. He's somebody who's explosive, and I mean, he can make plays and he can take over games. I mean, and he really can. So again, I feel I
think he's going to will him into the
I would love to see it happen. Quite honestly, I really would. I'd love to see that rematch of the Bills and the Commanders being the rematch organization from 91.
Well, 91 season.
Yeah, 91 season, 92 Super Bowl, but 91 season. Because when you look back at it over franchise history, it's 91. 37-24.
Washington won that game.
Yes.
Mark Rippon at quarterback.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see what happens as far as that's going. The Bills, that one was not even a close contest, really. I mean, they kind of because the Bills never overcame that Scott Norwood missed field goal against the Giants.
No, they never did.
And that's a hard position to overcome. But again, I would love to see the Bills do it and pull this off. But again, it's hard for me to bet against the Chiefs right now.
I got you.
Not with 1.5 at home. Because the only one that's really been their Achilles heel has been Joe Burrow when they haven't got bailed out by calls at the end of a game.
Okay.
So again, that's where I have to kind of lean to as I see the calls getting bailing them out or a missed field goal, something stupid that happens where how they've been winning all year long.
You like the over?
I like the over in this
I like the over as well.
Yeah, I like the over in this
one. I will take that 1.5 points and the Bills on the road. Both home teams are not going to win this week.
Yeah. I mean, I don't see that happening, but again, I'm going with the Commanders.
I got you.
Good. All right, so next up we got some parlays here. Parlay action, because we're down to that we don't have much football action
going. So we both hit last weekend.
Yes, we did, brother. Yes, we did. That Washington Lions game was a gambler's delight.
Oh, yes,
that was a gambler's delight. I had my shit hit by damn near halftime. I needed 1 yard from Brian Robinson.
I needed a couple of tackles, and that was it.
Oh, it was beautiful. I was so happy. That was like one of those I got to enjoy the whole second half, knowing I'd hit a much-needed parlay hit.
So what you got on your first one?
All right, so my next one the first one I have up, I got the Commanders to cover 6.5 points. Saquon Barkley and Jaden Daniels anytime touchdown scores. And then Kenneth Gainwell over 10.5 yards rushing.
Okay.
10.5 yards rushing over Kenneth.
He's been getting some play lately.
Yes, he's been getting that play plus $12.99. Plus $12.99 for that one. So, it's a 4-leg parlay. Again, I'm going back for contact, and I'd always just swing it for the fence. Is that still a swing for the fence type of parlay, but it's not as high
you're not going to cry if you win that one.
And I'm not going to die if I lose that one either. You know, so that's where I'm looking at that first one.
I've got a 4-leg touchdown. Give me Barkley and Scary Terry in the Philly-Washington game. And then I like James Cook and Xavier Worthy in the late game, plus 2,070.
Oh, nice. Plus 2,070. I like that one. a lot. All right, so my next one, I like to break up my games individually so I know that I have some action and juice going for the whole day. All right, so I like James Cook and Xavier Worthy anytime touchdown scores. Josh Allen over 230.5 passing yards. And then Noah Gray over 14.5 yards receiving. And it's at plus 1982.
Noah Gray. Going to get Noah Gray sighting.
Because he always gets one. He always gets one, and it's going to be at least 15 to 20, if not 2.
That or a touchdown or 2 touchdowns.
Exactly. So I like Noah Gray here as far as I get there 14.5 yards receiving at plus 1982.
No, I like that.
All right. You got any more lined up for you?
No, what else you got?
All right, so I got one more. That's my anytime touchdown scoring parlay from the whole day that's going to be lined up. I got Saquon Barkley, De'Ami Brown for the Washington Commanders, Josh Allen for the Bills, obviously, and then Travis Kelce at plus 22.92.
That De'Ami Brown's been balling.
He's been balling. He's been going crazy, and I feel like he can find his way in the end zone this week because he had a lot of touches last week. He was breaking some big plays. So, and they keep integrating him more and more in the offense. So that's at plus 22.92. Plus 22.92.
And I guess basically he told Amon-Ra St. Brown to shut the hell up about the people getting drafted in front of him.
Woo, Director Dave.
Wow, he's going for the home run here. This is a grand slam.
This is what we talk about hitting out of Wrigley Field right here with this bitch. Brian Robinson Jr., Saquon Barkley, Zach Ertz, Washington on the money line, Josh Allen, Travis Kelce, James Cook on the touchdowns, and then the Chiefs on the money line. That's a total of 85,544. Director Dave, dumbass pick of the season right there, baby. I think that's a high for the season. I might throw a little some type of juice on that one just for the fuck of it. Just for the fuck of it, man. I think that's a good one right there. So you know what? It's been a great season, brother. This shit has gone by. It seems like way too fast.
It has. We're only gonna have one more football episode until probably late summer. So.
Nobody's talking about that. Nobody's talking about that flag football game. Boo. Who cares? Who cares?
Bring back the skills competition.
Yeah. I mean, that's probably the best and most exciting part. But they need to go back and doing the old traditional quarterback competition the way they used to with the targets and all that stuff. That shit was exciting. It was fun to watch.
As a teenager, I always made that.
Yeah, that was like a must-watch TV right there. When you watch those guys like Dan Marino and Brett Favre and those guys start aiming to see when they can hit those targets the farther they went down the field. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. I mean, we got wrapping up this football season, and we'll be figuring out how to talk to you about other sports, and we don't really give that much shit about.
March Madness right around the corner.
Yeah, March Madness gives you a little bit of excitement. I had a little bit of, like, my little bit of juice that I hit on that one last year that gave me some excitement there. So we'll make sure we keep you all informed all season long, because we are the Buds helping you cash your bets. I'm Jason Smoking Token.
I'm Bobby Light.
Shout out to Director Dave for keeping us up on the ones and twos. We got True on the track for keeping us up on those beats. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And make sure you keep following along, add to the comment section. We will see you guys next week. You keep up and get you prepped for that Super Bowl action. We'll see you next week.
Peace.